the rumble in the jungle, the thriller in Manila, Hagler Hearns. These are more than just fights. They are chapters in the great story of combat sports. Hello, welcome to Slap City, USA. And historic fights like these, they're not exclusive to boxing. Fights which blend skill, stakes, and chaos, they exist across all fight sports. And despite its young history, Power Slap, it's no different. So allow me to paint a picture for you. It was the evening of October 3rd, 2025, and the Power Slap stage was graced by two titans willing to put their bodies on the line for their shot at glory. And who are these brave combatants, you ask? They were none other than Austin Daddy Slim Turpin and Stevie the Texas Hand Grenade Ray. And this fight was not just a series of sloppy slaps that you might throw at your wife at the El Squid Road nightclub in Tijuana, Mexico. This was a technical thriller, capturing the essence of Power Slap in one single bout. So, let us begin.
The Texas Hand Grenade, Stevie Ray Ellis.
Right off the bat, we can see that Stevie Ray is a serious competitor as he presents his cornerman's meat to a rowdy crowd. And as you can see, this bonkers energy immediately establishes Stevie as a fan favorite. In fact, as he ventures closer to the Power Slap table, we once again get to see a crotch chop. However, this time, it is his own meat that he is presenting. All right, here we go. He's finally made it to the stage. He seems to be building up for something big, and another crotch chop. As he continues doing his thing, he thinks the ref is going in for a hug, which is objectively hilarious. But at this point, it seems like he's really calmed down, and he's ready to just chalk up, focus on the task at hand, and he's crotch chopping again. All right, so I'm perfectly willing to admit that some of that energy came off a little bit goofy, but at the end of the day, we know why we're here. It's to see Austin Daddy Slim Turpin put on a show for the people. And right out of the gates, we see our guy leaving all of these fools hanging, bringing the real, raw intensity that he's known for. Now, I gotta pause us and bring down the energy just for a second because I do have to be fair. Daddy Slim did have a rough time on the scales, so I'll let the commentary team sort of explain what went on with the weigh-ins.
The celebrations are almost as wild as the knockouts that he delivers. He's a nice guy, but he's got to take this sport more seriously. You know, when we spoke to him at the fighter meetings, he said, I'm 30 pounds lighter than usual. I'm coming in way, way lighter, making weight. It's going to be a walk in the park.
All right, so by no means am I going to go out here and make excuses. However, at the end of the day, there have been great UFC champions like Khabib Nurmagomedov or Khamzat Chimaev who've all struggled on the scales from time to time. And it's not like they're going to tell us that this was some historically bad weight miss.
And then, of course, misses weight by a massive amount. 14 pounds is absolutely ridiculous.
Ooh. Yeah, that's not the best. No one's perfect. Let's just get into the fight. That's what we're here for. All right. So to kick the fight off, we have Stevie Ray preparing to slap first. And they don't call him the Texas Hand Grenade for nothing, because his hand is about to explode off Daddy Slim's face. Well, that wasn't particularly impressive. But once again, I'm here to watch Daddy Slim go to work, not see him get slapped. So let's just continue with it.
Stay, do not raise this up anymore. Right there, stay right there. Catch her hand.
Part of his purse has been deducted for the weight miss, as it has every other time. It has yet to deter Turpin. Daddy not so slim with his first strike of the night.
All right, I'm pausing this for a second. Calling him Daddy not so slim, that is nasty work. But haters gonna hate. Let's get back to it. Oh yeah, here comes the slap heard around the world. Okay, so sure, that slap obviously was not very effective, but for those new to power slap, what you just saw is a flinching penalty. So if the person getting slapped flinches, that means they both lose a point and their opponent is rewarded with a retry of their slap. Now, there is a little bit of confusion that ensues because power slap referee and man on testosterone replacement therapy, Kerry Hatley, seems to tell Turp Daddy Slim that he could either choose the point or choose the extra slap, as opposed to giving both. But Turp Daddy Slim, he's a dog.
Okay, he's taking the point, not the strike.
He's taking the point,
Okay,
not the strike.
He doesn't need the extra slap. He says, just give me the point, let's keep things going. But just as they're about to continue, Jason Herzog steps in. He's a known UFC and power slap referee as well. Stops the action and tells Turp Daddy Slim, you're going to have to slap again. Now, at this point in the action, the crowd is feeling a bit frustrated and confused by all of this, and that's very understandable. But no worries. You got to remember, the Texas hand grenade and Turp Daddy Slim, these are showmen, and they are prepared to light a fire under the tired crowd. So what's Stevie Ray gonna do? Boom, back to the well with the crotch chop, baby. Hell yeah. So after some time expires, Jason Herzog finally sorts everything out, and we get to see Turp Daddy Slim awarded with another slap, which is great. I'm ready to see a Turp Daddy Slim slap without all of this flinching nonsense.
Just loses consciousness.
There's your measure. One.
That's an interesting technique.
Two.
Well, shit. Weak slap for sure, but obviously another flinch. And Stevie Ray does seem like a very genuine guy, so I feel like he's going to be very professional and apologetic about all this flinching stuff.
It was a super early flinch. We're going to take the point now, it looks like. He flinched on the measure.
He flinched on the measure. I don't think he is...
All right. Let's just go ahead and move things forward. The refs decided to just take a point and move on to the next round because we all want to see this fight progress. As we can see here, Stevie Ray then delivers a slap that is rendered completely ineffective by Turp Daddy Slim's iron chin. And honestly, now I kind of feel like we're back. So let's watch Turp Daddy Slim finish what he started.
Coming in the first round.
There's your measure.
There's the measure. Bad slap. A very, very weak.
Oh, damn it. All right. I do want to listen to what the commentators have to say about Turp Daddy Slim's technique.
Slap.
I don't understand what I've never seen Turpin wind up like this, slap like this. It's like this whipping, weird finger slap.
And my problem with this commentary is the fact that Turp Daddy Slim literally slaps like this all the time.
Knockout Vern Cathy, and he's going on 3 after going on 1.
Look at they are.
2.
So for the commentary team to act like this is something out of left field for Turp Daddy Slim, that's crazy to me. But once again, I want to keep things moving forward. I want the fight to progress because maybe it's going to be Stevie the Texas hand grenade Ray that really shifts the tides of this fight. So let's go ahead and check in how he's warming up for his third and final slap.
Overwhelming performance. I'm a fan of Austin Turpin, so I don't...
You have got to be fucking kidding. All right, it appears as if he is finally approaching the table. And nothing. All right, we are finally at the last slap. Turp Daddy Slim has the chance to make all of this right.
He's trying this weird technique where he's putting the elbow almost first before the hand. That's diminishing the power.
2. Shit. Also, as we can see at this point, even Jason Herzog is starting to realize that this is completely out of hand. And unfortunately, we're starting to hear a lot of boos, and it seems as if they've totally lost the crowd.
seen what I heard.
It's a DQ. Yeah. It's over.
And yes, I see the guy with a gigantic chain. And yes, it's objectively sick. But I can't help but feel a little bit let down by all of this. You can even tell that Chirp Daddy Slim is feeling a little bit disappointed. And I'm sure Stevie Ray feels exactly the same.
4 times in the match. That's what gets you the DQ. Another planet.
Yeah, baby, who got a chin?
That's one way of putting it.
Got a chin. I got a chin. Ah!
This guy's smart.
Dana just told him you lost the fight.
All right. I think I speak for all of us when I say it's not the best time to pretend as if that pool noodle thing is a large penis. And even when they're reading the scorecards, Stevie Ray is still just kind of doing his thing. And after all of this, you might be thinking, what's even the point of watching a combat sport where the competitors miss weight by 14 pounds, the referees seemingly have no clue what the rules are, the commentary team is providing critique that is completely inaccurate, and we got goofballs crotch chopping over literally anything. So to help answer this question, I reached out to award-winning MMA opinionist and political commentator Luke Thomas to share his thoughtful opinion on this matter.
Thoughts on Austin Turpin missing weight by 14 pounds for last week's Power Slap Kobe? I don't care.
Oh, man. Wise words, Luke. I can't wait to see what goes down next time here at Slap City, USA, baby.